Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hello.
It is Pixel Parties here, and welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney. When we left off, we got Gina in the courtroom. She was giving her testimony. Van Zeeks almost broke the prosecutor's desk with this steel heel of doom. And now we have to talk about the audible noise that could have come while she was sitting underneath. Oh God, what's our defendant's name again? McGundle. There we go. I finally got it before I went over there.
I like to call him McGoblin.
That is a great name. But yeah, she was stuck under McGoblin's fat ass. So now we have to figure out what the other noise could have been. So I have a thought. Are you okay? That got you, apparently. So I don't know why I'm saving when this is literally saved when we left off.
It made me cough for some reason. But
I have an idea, because we were going through the evidence and nothing was making sense of anything that should have made a noise.
I'm okay.
So I'm going to say it was a person. The defense will present its thoughts on the matter. That night, Miss Lestrade heard something inside the omnibus. It would have been very strange if she didn't hear something related to this person. And I would say that's thrice fired mortar. Because if you're murdered, you should probably make a noise.
Yeah, true.
That's my thought. Like, there's nothing else that makes sense in the evidence. And then other people-wise, you know, everyone else involved is up top. The only people in there would be Kazi Bengundel, but he was heard storing away. And then there's thrice fired mortar, so I'd assume it has to be him.
Thrice fired mortar?
That's right. The sound that she should have heard was the sound of the victim entering the omnibus. Or that too.
Yeah.
That can also, a more simplistic style, yeah, she should have heard him entering the bus.
Order, attorney, what is the meaning of this?
Miss Lestrade, there's something that I want to confirm with you. You were the first one to enter the omnibus, is that correct?
Yeah, I was already on board with the coachman having a lunch at the pub.
Then the next person who boarded was Mr. McGundle, right? Yes, when I boarded, there was nobody inside the coach. At least nobody that I could see. And nobody else boarded with you, is that right, Mr. McGundle? That's correct. I make a habit of riding the bus alone, you see.
Plus, when I peeked out through the cushions, that old geezer was boarding all alone.
After that, you say the omnibus stopped several times, but you never heard the sound of the door opening. No mistake so far, right?
Right. I was on high alert. That door had opened. I definitely wouldn't have missed it.
Then explain to me just one thing. When exactly could the victim have boarded the omnibus? The victim's corpse was found inside the coach, after all. In other words, Miss Lestrade, your testimony is contradictory.
You what?
You what? What? What?
Oh, hi.
Correct, this little pickpocket's testimony holds a major contradiction.
Why that pose? Lord Van Zeeks!
I thought so. The contradiction in her testimony didn't escape the prosecutor either. Looks like I owe the defense my thanks.
Why?
What are you talking about? You've made it all clear now. This witness, an untied testimony. You can't put stock in any of it. She's just spouting convenient lies.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Oh, sure. They made a man to have animals.
Yeah. There was a way.
I know.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Granny's about to flip. Yep, there she goes.
Wow.
Yeah, that one hurt.
Whew.
No, she didn't even say a word.
We shouldn't be biased just because she's a little thief. But girls shouldn't lie either.
You got that right. Foreman.
Oh no, Foreman, no.
I'm not going to discriminate just because she's a thief. But hey, damn anyone who would lie.
Okay, just the cleaner now. That's all we have. Please don't do this.
Are they forgetting that it's the defendant that's on trial right now? No. Now 5 of the jurors believe he's guilty.
Nope, here he goes. Where'd you get a new glass from already?
He just reminded me that I have sparkling white grape juice in the fridge that's probably gone flat by now.
Oh no.
Oh, frick.
It appears that those naive little Oriental children have saved me a fair bit of effort.
Yo, give me some of your grape juice.
Exquisite.
Yes, you are.
Oh my god.
Listen,
Look what you've done! This is all your fault!
have you seen the man?
Who sent you on, you filthy cheating Japs?
Jesus.
Wow! Oh, stop!
Oh,
you!
just like a move from nation to hell. Get away from me.
Ew, no!
Just stop out of the corner of the screen. You need to stop.
Look, she's like just trying to avert her gaze from what's going on.
Yurtu is the only one left.
Naruhodo, this doesn't look good.
Right now, I need to reveal some new possibility, or else they really will reach a new guilty verdict.
I really wanted to believe in our very own celebrity, Mr. McGundle, but accepting the cruel truths that come with the turn of the century is part of a servant's duty.
No, stop. 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 Yes. Yes, it's true. There was a major contradiction in her testimony. However, if that testimony still happened to be true, we might find a new possibility appears.
What? Barrister!
Oh? What exactly do you mean?
Friends, we won't let you stand there and try to buy time. We want to know your thoughts immediately.
Oh, shit. I'm bluffing.
That evening, the victim was not present when our suspect entered the coach. Yet from that moment onward, this witness claims that the door was never opened.
But as the facts tell us, the victim's corpse was on the floor of the coach.
If this little pickpocket girl's testimony is somehow true, how could the victim have possibly appeared in the coach?
Victim somehow appeared in the coach. One reason possibility is... Okay. So since we got the limited answers, because I was going to say one thing that could have been possible, but not quite at the same time, is that potentially they could have both got on the coach at the same time, and that's why the door were open. But she said she peeked in and only saw what Mr. McGundle. So, I mean, in all honesty, I mean, her
you know what it means by he didn't use the door, right? He could have come in from the top.
That's what I was thinking is my next best guess, is that like someone tossed him in, just chucked him in. Huh. Which would be interesting, because that would put some question on the two men up top. And the driver, actually, in the first place. But... And if someone tossed him in, that would make a loud enough thud. I think that's what would make the most sense.
Yeah.
That would make sure that she's not lying at all, because if they were to say he boarded first, that'd be like his dead body was, you know, inside the hiding spot with her. So he didn't use the door as the only one that makes sense. To me.
It seems like an Ace Attorney answer.
Yeah, keeping in mind that the door never opened, there's only one possibility. You have to consider that the victim entered not through the door, but somewhere else.
I was beginning to wonder what dark line of logic your desperation might lead you on. Look carefully at the omnibus. On one side of the coach there's a door, on the other side windows. But those windows could not be opened, therefore, there's no somewhere else he could have entered through.
Yes, there is. Ooh.
I can imagine one possibility at least.
Spicy.
What?
I can think of one other way besides the door that the victim could have appeared from.
Why did you do her voice for me?
I don't know.
Very well. And the court orders the attorney to show us on the omnibus in which this crime took place. Where could the victim possibly enter the coach?
Because earlier they made a point to point out that the latch could not be opened from the inside. Too.
That's right.
Remember?
That's right. The window could be open, was only from the top.
It's from the top, which means someone
Boom.
can just dump him in there.
Obviously, he entered through the skylight.
The skylight?
I have no words potent enough to rebut that foolish claim.
If the skylight is wide enough, it should be possible to drop through it.
That's not the point. Do you have any evidences to base your absurd outbursts on?
When they were in the omnibus, Mr. McGonagall and Miss Lestrade heard a loud noise as if a person had fallen.
Well, yes. It must have been the sound of the victim being stabbed and falling to the floor.
However, if you fell from your seat to the floor, would that really make such a loud noise?
No.
Must have been loud enough to make Miss Lestrade scream, after all.
You can't be saying.
At that moment, the victim appeared from the skylight. No, rather than appeared, what I would say
He was
is...
dropped.
He dropped down from the skylight.
You're saying he fell into the coach from above. What nonsense, is impossible.
What makes you so sure?
If your claim that he dropped from the skylight is true, then the people seated on the roof of the coach should have witnessed this descent. But as you should know, they have not mentioned that in their testimonies.
They could be lying.
That is true, but...
What was... Oh. I was like, what are you doing with your hand?
Might I interject for a moment? Mr. McGonagall? Certainly what Lord Van Zieks is saying is true. The two seated on the roof didn't say a word regarding the victim's descent. But if you ask me, it would be inaccurate to say that they did not mention that. You see, they couldn't mention that. Huh? It would seem those two gentlemen might have a reason preventing them from speaking the truth. Don't you feel the same way, ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
Then might you be saying...
The two seated on the roof. Oh, she's angry.
Were the ones that used the knife?
Well, she's the one that's typing everything that's being said.
Yeah. Grant, usually that person shouldn't be on the jury, but...
No.
Hey, gentlemen.
What in the hell do you think you're doing?
What was that just now? What's what we want to know?
What are you doing?
He's...
Are you miming, running through a windy storm, holding an umbrella? What the hell are you doing?
He's...
Okay.
I won't take this line down. Ah, damn it, as if I even could.
What are you... We must disagree with this. That's what we mean to convey.
Mr. Fairplay, are you okay?
He's possessed.
It's as if you're saying that I
Or even I.
had stabbed the victim with that knife. The gal your insinuations. It galls me. I firmly object to your accusations. Objection.
Yes, your accusations. We object.
He's laughing at them. You see that?
Yeah, what the fuck is going on in this, man?
Order in the court. You're those two witnesses from before, aren't you? The court will not allow unexpected witnesses on the stand. Return to the waiting room.
But this is far too cruel.
This wounds us deeply. Sure you all understand that, right?
My lord, may I ask a proposal?
Why does he keep saying that in quotes?
I don't know.
What is it, Lord Van Zieks?
The defense was the side that ignored the rules of the court in the first place. They indicted these witnesses without basis, spinning the idea of proper procedures.
Indicted? I never meant it like that.
Seems your English is lacking in practice, Japanese boy.
But,
The victim dropped down from the skylight. You can hypothesize that without first hoisting the passengers on the roof were involved.
Hoisting?
I don't know what the hell that...
Positing?
I thought the I was before
No,
the S, but
it wasn't.
I just can't read, so don't mind me.
Positing.
Thus you branded their testimony a lie and came to the conclusion that
Or
they're
positing.
criminals.
Like deposit?
That is an
I don't know.
unjust declaration here in Great Britain.
He likes using fancy words.
Yes. There's no evidence to back up this hypothesis. I know this is unreasonable, but I can't stand to watch as it ends here. What are you doing? Let him testify. What?
I know that weird hat was suspicious from the very beginning. Welcome, this folks. I'd love to do my settling.
You must dispose of the filth in our society.
Testify! Testify! Testify!
Naruto? What in heaven's name is happening?
Exterminate! Annihilate! God damn it. Okay. Anyways.
That's a callback.
Potato land! Potato! The entire courtroom is hounding for blood.
Guilty.
I'll fucking do it again.
Murder.
Rooftop witnesses.
Shit. Yes, sir. They're nervous as fuck.
Yeah, they are.
The court orders you to testify again. This time speak regarding the defense's accusation.
All right then.
I think they did it and they thought they got off scot-free, which is why they're so worried right now. I didn't mean to. He's just having a ball.
There's no more time to think. All I can do now is press on.
Press on.
The thing is that there's so many lies coming from every side between these two if he came through the skylight, Mr. McGundle hiding, literally using the two of them to hide the fact that there's anything in the trunk to give her testimony. Like, there's so many lies all over this case.
Everyone's lying everywhere.
Oh, God.
I'm sick of it.
Only two of us on the roof seats. It's true.
Someone get a truth serum or something.
I know, right?
If an incident happened in a place like that, there's no way it would go unnoticed.
I didn't even know the victim in the first damn place. There's no way I would.
The skylight was always shut. We weren't able to open it.
If the victim fell through the skylight as she claimed, then I demand evidence.
Oh, goodness.
Indeed, as far as the testimony goes. If one of these witnesses has truly committed such an obvious act, cannot imagine that it could have gone unnoticed by the other witness.
Right, that's right, I say.
Like I said, we swear that. However, if you two were friends, and it would be a different story.
According to Scotland Yard's investigation, there were no signs that these two had been collaborating.
Ha! I don't trust the police or the rich. What is this atmosphere? Even though the flow of this trial is advantageous to our side, why do I feel such a sense of unease?
Now then, attorney, your cross-examination.
It's because everyone's
Yes, my lord.
lying, dude. That's why.
Yes, I don't trust anything. Beppo did it, and you're all covering for him. Beppo. You're all covering for his ass.
Beppo, no.
He's the only one that's not here accounted for. He's the killer.
I swear I didn't do anything, yes.
Oh my god. Alright, so there are only two of us on the roof seats. Really? Let's talk about that. The victim, Mr. Mortar, didn't come up to the roof?
Right, correct. Indeed, he did not.
No doubt about it. You get it by now.
Why do you keep saying in quotes?
That's right. That is, I saw it. The victim was inside the coach talking to this man. Is that true, defendant?
Look at that point.
Dear, oh dear, I don't like to have to repeat myself. I was alone in the omnibus. What's more, I was sleeping.
Nonsense! I'm sure that there was definitely someone.
And do you have any evidence of that?
Huh?
In a modern trial, evidence is everything. There's no harm in remembering that.
But I saw it, I know I did.
God.
Good grief. An incident happened in a place like that. There's nowhere to go unnoticed. It's a fair point.
This song always reminds me of Toby Fox.
I guess in a way.
It has like the same kind of melody style that he would go for, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It was around 10 o'clock when the incident occurred on the last trip of the night, correct? Wouldn't it have been dark outside, making it difficult for you both to see very well?
No, what are you... No.
What he means is what a stupid thing to say.
If that's the case, then perhaps you dozed off for a moment instead?
Well, that's...
No, what are you... That's what he's trying to get at here.
What is he?
How about you go out on a frigid night yourself and see if you can just doze off? I thought for sure I'd never be able to pry my eyelids apart again.
I see. Sounds like it must have been extremely cold outside then.
That's right, and this man locked the coach from the inside. We knocked on the door, but he wouldn't even open it for us.
And for that, I must express my sincerest apologies. I was sound asleep. I simply didn't notice.
Liar! At the time you were talking to someone inside the coach.
It was quite cold that night. I would not be so strange for you to have seen some sort of illusion.
Illusion? The players pursuing this point will be fruitless.
If you're going to label me a suspect, then it is only fair to label you both as such as well.
The way he's looking at
Equal free competition of the basis of the emergent capitalist society.
I don't want to be a part of any such competition.
Didn't even know the victim in the first damn place. There's no way I would. But didn't you lend from him? Oh no, that's
No.
no, it's McGundle. Sorry, I got
They
that mixed up.
both owe McGundle money.
Yes, they both do. The victim thrice fired mortar. Did you never meet him before the incident?
Right, absolutely. Absolutely right.
I don't know, man. You were jumping on that pretty quick for that to be true.
Yeah.
I've absolutely never met him. That's what he's trying to get at.
What do you?
Why is he speaking in third person now?
Yeah.
Mr. Lady First, is that true for you as well?
Of course, because I'm just a simple hatter.
A Mad Hatter? Ha.
Yeah.
I don't think that has anything to do with it.
In other words, what we're trying to say is, we're absolutely not rid of these people.
What?
Oh.
Huh. Why are you... excuse me, Mr. McGundle, if I may?
Yes, of course, my good master.
Did that testimony jog your memory about anything?
So these two are completely unrelated to this case, hmm?
Huh?
But what are you going on about? Master Fairplay, it's been some time, hasn't it?
Huh?
You know, I believe it's about that time. Your deadline is fast approaching.
Yep.
That's... Let's see, I believe it was 20 guineas you borrowed from me, correct?
Yep.
That can't be legal. Such outrageous interest rates. You've deceived me. So, one might safely say you're harboring some resentful feelings towards me, yes? So much so that you might have such a motive to cast your own sins upon me. And then we have you, Master Lady First.
Me? What about me?
You are Milner, a crafter of hats. Did you perchance also make a very fine silk hat you've got there?
Huh? Well, I'm still in training, you see. I take the customers' measurements and make a hat that fits them just right.
It fits them just right. Well, it seems a bit too personalized, doesn't it?
But we have customers who say they really like such personalization.
For instance, the victim, Mr. Thrice-Fired Mortar.
What?
Just a while ago, I saw a photo of the crime scene was submitted in evidence. But
I knew I should have said something.
Yeah.
Because I also saw the fact that it's got this thing stitched on, just like Homeboy's is, you know, very badly stitched.
Yeah.
I should have said that, but I was like, no, that might just be something on his hat. But God damn it, I knew I should have said something.
Yes, would this be the one?
It is a very unique silk hat. I cannot but feel as though I've seen it somewhere before.
I made this.
Our bricklaying victim seems to have been a customer of yours.
Huh?
And I would wager there had been some manner of dispute over that unique hat.
No way, I never.
In short, what I'm trying to say is, you two fine gentlemen are by no means unrelated to the case.
The way he like locks
that's all
eyes
there is to it.
with the player.
Yeah.
Absurd.
It feels like he's doing a better job defending himself than I am.
Mr. McGundle has certainly done his research, hasn't he?
Now, how about we continue this trial?
Dude, we needed that help, thanks.
The funny thing is that didn't even add anything to our testimony, I don't think.
Oh.
Let's go with the other shot. We weren't able to open it. That was just a giant moment of truth. The skylight was closed. Is that correct? Well, of course, that's...
There's no doubt about it. That's what he's trying to say.
Say here, direct your attention towards the omnibus. Indeed, behold, even now was it not firmly shut.
Well, now I'm sure if absolutely necessary, a body could have been dropped through.
What?
Simply look at how large that skylight is.
No. How's that thing to you with it? I asked you, try to look at the big picture here.
Oh, great.
Once before I was riding that omnibus and, well, you see, I broke wind. Even I myself was surprised by it.
Oh, God.
Why are you admitting this all of a sudden?
Hang on, see, at that time I tried to open the skylight. But I just couldn't get it open, so it stunk up the inside. Started blushing and broke out in a sweat, and I could feel everyone staring at me.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah.
And why are you confessing this again? I ask you.
Well, that is, in other words, that skylight can't be opened. I've tried opening it from the inside.
Whoa,
that
this
was her.
is you now.
It can't be opened from the inside. You can only open it from the outside.
Yes, but how would she know this?
I don't know.
Because she was on the inside. Excuse me, Miss Lestrade?
Maybe she tried to leave.
Miss Lestrade!
It does open.
Huh?
You talking about that skylight, right?
Oh, God, don't shoot me.
The thing opens just fine.
It doesn't seem like you're using that weapon of yours just fine, though.
Ridiculous. I mean, when I, tooted...
Oh my
You
God.
Stop! You can't get it open from the inside, you know. What? Not too long ago, I chose to ride on the roof of that coach. Things went all enough, I say. In fact, I even made off with my pockets full of wallets.
Please refrain from boasting to us about your accomplishments as a pickpocket.
But then something blooming scary happened. When I went to pinch the fourth bloke's wallet, suddenly they spotted me. They all beamed in on me, and I wasn't even able to cut up too up the coach to get away. I opened the skylight at my feet. At me feet! And escaped. I just undid the lock.
How can that be?
Skylight's locked on the roof, so you can't open it from the inside.
You can't open it from the inside.
Dude, we inspected it.
Yes.
Bailiff, please attempt to open that skylight post haste.
Wait for it. And?
Okay.
Yeet.
Oh, from the outside.
Ah!
You see? Couple of fucking sausages.
Order! I will have order! It appears the young lady's testimony is true.
So the skylight could have been opened from the rooftop.
Naruto! I bet this new information will become a vital clue for us.
Now, defense, please resume your cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. The skylight can be opened, huh? Maybe I should double check it. Double check it, okay. Well, that gives us a hint that we need to... Well, obviously that says that we need evidence for it. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and then obviously go to the omnibus. Check out the rooftop. Let me go to the roof. Thank you.
We might have to check it from the inside. I don't know.
This is the roof seating.
This is the roof seating area. It must be so much fun to experience the scenery of London Street. I'm pretty sure you did that last time, too.
Sorry, and I'm pretty sure we've looked at this one. I've
We have,
done winter,
yeah.
not to mention I have money for it. Is freeze body and soul. Okay, maybe I have to do this.
I think we have to go inside. Or do that.
Maybe
but wait, no.
Because, yeah, that goes to... please, let me just...
I think we have to go inside. Like before. When we checked it the first
Nope,
time.
I got it.
Oh, okay.
The skylight is locked shut by this latch.
Now that it's been unfastened, it should be possible to open this. Yeah, this part of the song is what I mean. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, so
Get
what was-
distracted by really
All
pretty
right, what was
soundtracks.
All right, what was the point of opening that? I don't know if we can look in the skylight from here, but can we do anything with this now, or? Looks like you really can't see what's going on inside the coach from the skylight.
Seems that there was a lamp inside the coach as well. There's no doubt that the witnesses could clearly see the crime.
This is bad news.
No.
Well, I don't like that.
Can you go inside?
I was gonna say now maybe we can go inside and see what happens from here. There in the church on the bus. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we've got all this down here that we've looked at, but what if we look at the skylight from
It's
here?
open now.
And now I can't look at a fucking thing up. Oh, now I can look at something. Wait, is there...
I suppose that if the skylight opened about this far...
My camera's... I'm at the wrong angle. I think there's blood on it. I think that's what that red is that's just faintly glimmering there on the side. I think there's blood there, but I'm not turned enough to see it.
I can't see anything. I'm blind. Remember my glasses? I don't know what you're talking about. Then a gentleman of, say, your size could likely be kicked down through it.
Hey, why does that have to be me?
Ah! That
Oh,
was
wait.
her.
Suso, what's the matter?
This is... Look here!
It is blood. I knew
Oh.
it. There's no mistaking it.
It's a blood stain.
Why? Why would a blood stain be left in a place like this?
Maybe... It could very well be related to the case.
Oh, it damn right is, as if we weren't just talking about this 2 seconds ago.
Well, there's the
Hey, it updated
evidence.
it. Well, we now have our
found
thing.
what
If
we
only I
needed.
moved the camera just a smidge more.
Well, it moved for us.
Yeah, but the fact that I hit it just like it randomly got by chance, and I was
yeah.
like, wait, what's that red sliver of light billowing through the screen?
Billowing? Oh, glimmering.
Well, I did say billowing,
That
but
makes no sense.
no, it doesn't. I never make sense.
Wind billows, not light.
That night, the victim was stabbed by someone with a knife, and he lost his life.
That rhymed.
Nice rhyme, me. After that, the culprit dropped
Nice
the body
rhyme,
into the coach from the skylight. The decisive piece of evidence that proves this was clearly left behind within the omnibus itself. Preposterous. Such evidence can't possibly exist.
Yeah. Because we're not criminals.
You think decisive evidence is inside the omnibus?
Yes.
Defense!
Sir,
It appears you must request a more detailed indication. Show us the nature of this evidence that was left behind at the scene of the crime.
okay, give me a sec.
The evidence showing that the victim fell down through the skylight is...
Yep, give me a second. Yep. Wait, it's over here now. They've flipped us around. Right there.
That's a new one.
Ah! Isn't this a bloodstain?
Huh? This bloodstain proves 2 things. When the incident occurred, the skylight of the coach was open. Ugh. And furthermore, the victim passed through the skylight while bleeding.
Oh!
So at the very least, for Mr. McGundle, who was inside the coach, this crime was impossible. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
You lie! That was both of them, I guess.
Order!
But the blood could have just splattered from inside.
No. He's like, bitch, really?
How fortuitous would it have been for blood to only land on the skylight hatch? What? Furthermore, the skylight can only be opened from the rooftop seats, correct? It couldn't have opened it at all. I couldn't have opened it at all.
But. We can't really know for sure whether the body fell through the skylight.
If that's not good enough for the jurors, I asked the court to examine the omnibus floor. Now this part, well, I just realized something.
What?
I'm gonna look at this again. Let me in. Yeah, let's tear through the omnibus. Okay. Now, it could be that's fabric, but this is the bloodstain that we have. This is the one that went unnoticed that we think is a fake blood stain. And that is just as red as this up here is.
It's the same color.
Exactly, while the one on the fabric is darker. Now, is that just how it is on the fabric, or is that the original blood stain, and this is the brighter new fake one? Which would mean the skylight one could also be fake.
Yeah.
You know what? We're gonna have to figure out what the truth actually is next time.
We should also probably just, you know, look back and see if that bloodstain was there before, because bad memory.
True, but listen. It's all the experience of us, man. It's the experience. It's the experience of, you know, if you were playing the game without recording, you wouldn't be like, oh, let me go reload from the beginning to check to see if this is the way it was. We gotta go with our gut instinct. That is a fake bloodstain.
I swear, if it actually has been this whole time,
That would be such an us move in general in the first place.
Yeah. People shouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.